I'm also talking about, see, when you say Kantara, when you say Bahubali, when you talk about Pushpa, these films, till a certain time, they were, the people involved with the film, the people acting in the film, they were all from that region. But now, you find, for example, Kalki has Deepika Padukone, Devara has Janvi. So a lot of films, and since we're talking about Telugu and Hindi, I'll restrict myself, but even movies being made in other regions, they have started incorporating this artists from other places, I think for recognition or this thing. Like one example is Jailer, for instance, So has that begun to change is what I'm trying to...
Yes, now currently Mr. Ramcharan film have Janvi and A.R. Rahman. So that is one kind of thing. And few films are very rooted subjects. Those need not to that packaging. And few subjects are very massive in the terms of subject. So some subjects are will come with that packaging. So both will appeal. So one film doesn't need all the technicians from every industry, and one film need to reach wider audience. Both are right in their own perspectives, and both will work.
Right. And I think the best example would be the two Malayalam films released this year, Manimal Boys and Premalu. So have you heard about these?
I've seen the film, actually.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Right.
I mean, so Shruti Hassan had gone to see it. I couldn't see it. And then she said, you must watch it. It is such a good film. And I mean, the reference to Guna is so well done. I mean, and I mean, I revisited Guna after watching it again because I'd seen that a long time ago.
Right.
It's magical. And again, as you said, rooted storytelling. Make films about what you know.
Right.
Even if it's urban, make it about what you know.
And no stars.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the best thing. It was like, at least in Manimal Boys, you have Sabin Shahir, who's somewhat well known. In Premalu, practically everybody's a newcomer. And that's done very well in Telugu.
Yes.
So, I think that's basically what you're saying about rooted storytelling. Any last thoughts? You've got to hand it over to the audience for Q&A.
I think we're living in a very interesting phase in cinema today where we are reaching that pan-India film stage where everybody is working together to create a language which will result in a holistic Indian film per se. I think we are close because it's all converging. I mean, we talk about global filmmaking. We as a country, I mean, are different states. We have multiple countries in one piece of land, but we are finally slowly discovering a convergence. And that's happening again, maybe with OTT, with actors from all mediums working together. But that's translating to cinema. Right. And that new voice of cinema that will come out will be the actual Indian film, sound, which will be amazing. Besides celebrating our languages.
Right. So I think I tend to agree with him. It's amazing to see that now films are becoming Indian films and they're not language-based films, and our audiences, Indian audiences, are understanding there is one film which can attract people from various parts of the states, various parts of the country, speaking different languages, getting attracted to one film. Hence, the kind of business that the films are doing today, we've never seen before. So it's heartening to see that these films are being made and language is no more a barrier. Yeah. So automatically the flow of films increase. We are watching different films from different languages. And I mean, we are set for a bigger platform. Budgets have increased. Bigger films are being made because the business has increased. So I just feel we are headed for a big times, changing times, and good films ahead.
Right.
After COVID, in audience mindset of entire India, they are craving for good content. Where there is a good content, they are immediately picking up, irrespective of language. We are used to encourage Hollywood dubbed films also. Titanic did huge in my childhood because we don't know any known person or like that. If there is any good content, there is no language barrier. And after the evolution of social media, so everybody, every language, heroes and heroines, technicians became closer. So once there is a good subject and once there is a good packaging of artists from other languages, so the Indian cinema will, there is no Tollywood, Bollywood, Collywood. So one person, Indian cinema. So that word will become popular in coming days. There is a cinema because we all are movie lovers. No matter what, we will encourage all languages. We are encouraging global cinema. Then why not Indian cinema? So because in future there is not woods, only Indian cinema will stand alone.
That's a great point to end the discussion on. Questions, please.
I have one request to the speakers on stage. Can you all discourage the use of the word Bollywood, Tollywood, Collywood and start pushing Indian cinema?
I mean, end of the day, my thing is this. I would not want to put a gun to someone's head, but if it comes from a place of emotion, great. If it comes from a place of insult, then I would kind of correct it. But grammar Nazi. But yeah, I mean, it's love, right? Cinema is love. End of story. So I wouldn't trust someone. But I think everybody does call in today's times Hindi films as Hindi films.
When I go to Fiki Frames, they're using Bollywood. When I go to different platforms, they all call it Bollywood, Collywood, Tollywood.
We should be going to all these places and changing it out. So,
Absolutely. That's what I'm requesting. Thanks.
I just wanted to ask, what is the future of films in general? Because in Book My Show, I see a lot of films having green, because even though they are good films. So what do you think in general is the future of films and filmmaking?
So I think in India, heroes are worshipped. Films are the cheapest form of entertainment. It becomes a family outing. So I think films are going to be around. They are going to go nowhere. It's pure entertainment. And I don't think audiences, even though there is an influx of OTT, even though there has been influx of the DVD, video, I think but theatrical business is always going to be there. And if good films are made, audiences are going to come to the cinema to see it.
గ్రీన్ అనేది రెడ్ లోకి వెళ్ళడానికి ఫస్ట్ సింబల్ అండి. సో ఫస్ట్ గ్రీన్ తో స్టార్ట్ అవుద్ది. ఇప్పుడు కంటెంట్ బాగుంటే అది ఆరెంజ్ లోకి రెడ్ లోకి టర్న్ అవుట్ అయ్యి సోల్డ్ అవుట్ అవుతుంది.
అంటే
కంటెంట్ మ్యాటర్స్.
యా, అంటే ఏంటంటే చాలా సినిమాలు బాగుంటున్నాయి కానీ జనాలు చూడట్లేదు సినిమా థియేటర్కి వెళ్ళి, కానీ ఓటీటీకి కానీ. సో వాళ్ళకి డిస్హార్టనింగ్గా ఉంటుంది కదా. యాజ్ అ ఫిల్మ్ లవర్, ఫిల్మ్ బఫ్, నేను థియేటర్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు నేను ఒక్కడనే ఉంటే ఆర్ నలుగురు ఐదుగురు ఉంటే చాలా డిస్హార్టనింగ్ ఉంది. ఇట్స్ వెరీ డిస్హార్టనింగ్ టు సీ ఎంటీ సీట్స్ ఇన్ థియేటర్. సో హౌ విల్ యూ కర్బ్ ఇట్? వాట్ ఆర్ ద స్టెప్స్ దట్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ ఇన్ ద ఫ్యూచర్?
I have observed a trend. Slowly for small and upcoming stars films, that morning show trend is not encouraging. There are many films become housefuls if we screen evening shows. Because baby, I screened 100 premieres. All 100 shows become houseful. But another small film opens with morning show. There are very less because for upcoming stars, people are not coming to watch early morning show. If the content get a good talk, so we need to wait. And so upcoming stars film won't get houseful on Friday morning show. Eventually, if it get a good talk, Saturday might will it pick up. So we can't see Friday morning show is a result because the trend is gone. Unless if it is a big star, Friday morning show, who will bunk our college and our life early Friday non-holiday will give come opening. So I suggest producers start your premieres Thursday evening or Friday evening for upcoming star films. It will attract because Hanuman also they screen many screens. Evening shows will become bigger. So people are watching waiting to watch the films the first day on evening shows. So don't take it Book My Show morning show result as green on Friday. See, wait for the Saturday, or if your films will screen premieres in the evening, the mouth talk will spread. If the content is good, the weekend will be huge.
I just want to kind of add one thing slightly segueing away, is you talked about the future of filmmaking. My question is, talk about the future of filmmakers and actors and technicians with AI coming. You're going to have people sitting on computers with Soro and Gemini and the next version of it, and ChatGPT 5 and 6 coming, where writers come into pictures or journalists come into pictures. Everything is changing. In the next 10 years, we will be in a very different landscape. So we need to be ahead of that curve. Because today, as of right now, anybody with a mobile phone is a content creator. We consume stuff in 30 seconds and 50 seconds also. Everything is changing. So bottom line is, our business is evolving at a speed which is so rapid that I don't think anybody knows what the future is. We just need to keep adapting.
If you really love films so much, and I'm sure there's a lot of population that loves films so much, even if you cannot go to that first day, first show, book a ticket. That's it. Ask two friends of yours to book a ticket. It's like, I don't know, $100, $200, something like that. It's something you can surely do. That way, at least half the occupancy is taken care of. And then, you can watch it later or whatever. But if you love cinema, let's also take some responsibility and not just say, you make it and then, the responsibility of making the film is yours, the responsibility of making it a hit is yours. But, where is the audience saying, yes, the big films, like he said, there's no worry at all. But where are the smaller films going to get that encouragement? So I'm saying, if we say that we love films, like my producer does that. My show producer, he books 2 tickets for every single film and says, that's my contribution to that film. So maybe that's a start. So, and thanks everyone for this panel, and thank you so much for this invitation, and hope this event is proving to be a big success. Thank you.